Welcome to the party. Welcome, baby, welcome. Welcome, baby, welcome. Welcome to the party. Welcome, baby, welcome. Welcome, baby, welcome.
Welcome to the party, bang bang. It's your man Claytron, aka the Big Boss Man, aka the Clumsy Jeweller, because I'm always dropping gems, aka the PhD of podcast, and aka the Milkman, because I always deliver. Now, we had what we call a extravaganza of a weekend this weekend. Friend of the show, Corey Maynard, came to see what was going on in Adelaide. You know, he's not in his football season anymore, so he came and he was ready to partay a little bit. So, you know, go out for dinner, take it easy for the first night, and then bung before you know it, it's Sunday and you're getting CTE on a biscuit. Now that doesn't sound like a real sentence, so I'm going to have to elaborate a little bit. Now, what had happened was Thursday, I'm chilling in the house. I'm getting ready to cook dinner. Corbo rocks up, but you see, my car that I own, right, has run out of registration because I'm driving the work car now, so I'm not going to pay rego. I haven't sold the thing yet, so I had to put it in the garage so it's off the road. Anyway, now that means that housemate Dan, aka Richo, has to park in the driveway. So I get home first every day. So I hear a knock at the door. I'm thinking Richo's coming because Rachel's already here. So I'm thinking Richo's coming. And I just go to answer the door. It's old Corbo Shaw. So I'm like, what? Shit. Surprised, man. I was surprised because, you know, cats don't just come surprise you all the time. I've never been surprised before, except now I've been surprised twice this year. Once for my birthday by Steve, who you know from the critical episodes of the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, the critical NBA episodes. And then we've got Corey Maynard comes and surprised me for no reason on a Thursday. Anyway, we went to this restaurant for dinner. Good fucking pizzas. They don't get a shout out because they're not a sponsor. It was a good place though. So if they know that we were there and they're listening, good work. Good fucking work. Now, where was I? So yeah, that was that night, chill. Anyway, Friday we go out. And we had big plans. We were gonna get lit that night. And Rachel was out with her friends, so I'm like, oh, let's go say what's up to Rachel. And then, you know, we'll go out after that. So me and Corey are fucking around here, drinking beers, ordering some Uber Eats and all that shit. Oops, shout out to Uber Eats, who's also not a sponsor. So we get this food. It's getting to the time where we're getting pretty good level of drunk. So we're like, yeah, maybe let's head out. And so we get an Uber and shit, and we go in there and we find Rachel and her friends and shit. Shit's all good. And we were like, hey, what's up? You know, hugs and kisses all around. I'm like, me and Corey are just going to go into this place, get a beer, maybe something to eat. So we go upstairs in this place, go get our beers, some fried chicken, scrumptious. Anyway, Rachel and her friend come up in 20 minutes or something, hang out. We're sitting at a table for 4, but there's only 2 of us, so we're like, oh yeah, take a seat, whatever. Rachel says to me, now this is where it gets interesting. Rachel says to me, are you going to get us a drink? And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know that I would ask people, someone for a drink. If I'm sitting down at a table, I'm kind of thinking I'll probably just go get myself a drink. And I know we're a couple and shit, but I don't know if that changes the rules on this. And you guys can tell me, you guys can let me know, because evidently I'm an asshole. Because I was just like, nah, like, you can go get it. And she's like, no, my bag's over there. I'm thinking she means like a few meters away, right? So I'm like, we'll go get it. But she meant it was like out by where we bumped into him in the first place. But, you know, I wouldn't just be leaving my wallet out on the street and shit, even if my friends were there. Like, I'll just take it with me. So it's all just a bit weird to me. But anyway, still, she didn't tell me that she meant that her bag was out on the street. So I'm like, nah, go get it. And anyway, she got mad and called me rude and shit. And I'm just like, that's weird, because there's just this expectation that never dies. Because girls, from the moment that they're old enough to go out, or old enough to look like that they're old enough to go out, they're getting free drinks from any man they see. And that turns into an expectation for life, man. For fucking life. So you think that you can just get a drink. And she's my girlfriend. I'll get her a drink any day of the week. But I don't want her rocking up and telling me to get her friends drinks too and shit. So when she said that, I was just like, nah, you get it. Like, and then when we got out of there was like a little like stall, because it was like a street party type shit, but there was bars as well. So we left the bar, and then there's a thing out in the street party with drinks. So I went and bought 3 drinks. One for me, one for Corporal Short, and one for Rachel. Anyway, that made things worse, because it was like rude that I didn't get her friends a drink or some shit, apparently. I don't know if you have listened to Welcome to the Poddy podcast lately, but we've got no sponsors. So how much money do you think I'm making off this shit? I'm not buying everyone on the fucking street a drink to keep you happy, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I was like, that is some wild shit. Anyway, it turned into a bit of drama, and we actually had to leave. We didn't get kicked, but it was time for us to leave and go sort this shit out. Like, that's the kind of level it got to. Anyway, shit's sorted. Then the next day, I had Sean Hartopoulos on the show from you, which you know, because you already heard the now classic episode 88 of Welcome to the Poddy podcast with Sean Hartopoulos, talking about his new movie Covadonga, out on the 31st of October, Halloween 2018. Covadonga.film. Get after that shit, because I'm telling you right now, that shit's a banger. You know, like, that shit is ready.
Easy money.
Ready to go. I saw it early, like a lucky man. I am a lucky man for that. That shit was cash money. Alright, so I get off the podcast with him. Corey rocks up. No, I went and picked Corey up Saturday. We went down to the bay, and we got a drink up on the beach and all this shit, and came back here. We had to play a couple games of FIFA before we went to this baby shower and shit. I know, it was wild. I was already going to go to this weekend, but I was still going to have like a quiet-ish weekend, but it turned into like a loud as weekend. But, so that was dope. Like, everybody's in good mood and shit. Like, there's going to be babies and life brought into the world and all this. So everybody's frothing, man. So we are having good times. I call Rachel because she had to work, so she's off work now. So I call her. I'm like, yo, are you coming? And she's like, yeah, should I come? I was like, yeah, they invited you. Like, they just had this conversation with me, and they're like, where's Rachel? I was like, she had to work, and I'm not sure what she's doing now. And they were like, oh, we'll tell her to come. Anyway, so I did that. She's like, yeah, I'll come. 3 hours goes by. She's not there yet. I call her, she don't answer. I call her, she don't answer. I call her, she don't answer. And I'm starting to get a bit stressed out. I'm thinking, like, what if she was on her way and something bad happened? Now I'm nervous. Now I'm like psyching myself out of the good vibes and shit. So anyway, a couple of the boys wanted to go into the city and like start really partying on and shit. So we did that, and Rachel finally calls me, and she's like, oh yeah, I fell asleep. I'm like, oh shit, now I can recomplete my vibe, you know, that she's alive and shit and well. So anyway, she was fine. 4 of us went into town, and two of them ended up like calling it pretty early. So me and Chiz, who you know from the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, he's another friend of the show. It's me and him, and it's starting to get pretty wild. Anyway, before I know it, it's 5 in the fucking morning, and I have to go home. Okay, so I come home, kick off my shoes, all that shit, sleep. How long did I sleep? 2 hours, because I then get a call from Corey, who's like, yo, like, are you gonna come pick me up? And I'm like, yeah, because the previous day we had this conversation. We're gonna go down to the river and see Janos and get on the back of his jet ski and shit, towing us with the biscuit, like big flotation device thing where they just go as fast as they can and like swerve and shit until you fall off. So we committed to that the day before. We're still keen. Hold up, Corey's fresh though, and I'm fucked. Anyway, we got a few coffees. I had to get out of the car, switch drivers with Rach because I was not in the state, you know? So Rach drove. We go up to Yon's shack. We're on the biscuit. We're on the jet ski, having a great time. Yon shakes the shit out of this thing and I go flying off. Smack my head on the water. Felt like concrete. Now I got CTE and shit. Tell the truth! And, yeah, so it's been like a road to recovery since then, you know, because CTE ain't no joke. And, no, I think I got a concussion and shit. I started throwing up later in the night, and you can say like, how about how lit you got the night before? Yeah, but like, that rocked me though. I think I got a concussion, for real. But anyway, I'm back at it like a bad habit. And, 2 days of work down this week, back on the potty. I'm feeling a little bit fresher. My vibe's lifted a little bit. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great, feeling good. How are you? Shout out to Outcast. Now, that was a lot of talking, and that was a huge recap on the weekend in 12 minutes. Welcome to episode 89 of the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. But we got some other shit to talk about. Now that was crazy. Now that was crazy. What just happened then? That was a lot of talking and not a lot of information. Like, I'm pretty sure you still don't really know what I did this weekend, and that's fine. And we can sort that shit out later. But for now, shit. Oh yeah, I watched a video of my friend and I think his wife were looked like a date weekend, or maybe they went away or something. But he went bowling and he got a strike. And he turned around with the straightest face. How funny. I wrote a blog about this back in the day when I used to be a blogger. But now I'm not. I'm a poddier. You see, you gotta transform. You gotta evolve with the times and shit. And with the, like, if you have like 2 skills, which skill is gonna be better for you? And now people can see me. Now people can hear my voice. And now I can have guests and shit. It's not even a question. What am I talking about? Anyway, this guy turned around with strike face, and I couldn't believe how much he was trying to keep a straight face and couldn't do it, because strike face ain't no joke. All right, it ain't. It just ain't. And it just took me back to, I used to go bowling with my dad a lot when, like, you know how there's like the custody shit when your parents get divorced and shit. So like, I only saw my dad every second weekend, so we used to do mad activities like bike rides and shit. But we used to go bowling all the time, and he was a competitor. That's how I got that shit. But so what happened was he would always beat me, and we would just end up leaving, and I would be crying. So now people ask me why I get so mad when I lose. Cause dad used to embarrass me at bowling when I was a child. I fucks with my dad though. I'm not complaining and shit. And that's how you're supposed to be with kids. All these participation trophies and shit. Don't even get me started on these lefties, man. You hear about this Kleenex shit? Kleenex used to have man-sized tissues for like a fucking decade. Okay? I don't remember if I've already talked about this on the podcast, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's been bothering me. They're called man-sized tissues because they're bigger. Men are bigger. Men have man flu. Like, it's all like, there's layers to this shit, man. Like Meek Mill said. But here's the thing. Some feminist lefties call up and all of a sudden they're offended by the sexism of the thing. Give me a fucking break, man. It's been like this for decades, and it's not hurting anybody. They're just called man-sized tissues. Now they got to call them extra-large tissues because you got a fucking problem. How about you roll one of them shits up and stick it through your bleeder? Oh. I went there. Sometimes you gotta, like, no one would have ever said that. No one would have ever said that if the man-sized tissues didn't get taken away. It's just so stupid for you to even think that that's an issue. They're banning clapping in some colleges across America because apparently clapping in classrooms can trigger somebody. Whatever the fuck trigger means. Get real. All these soft ass bitches. If you're gonna get triggered by that shit and something happens and you gotta go then. Only the strong survive, motherfucker. You gotta get afraid of claps. Actual claps like this. That's hands. Gunshots don't sound like that. Gunshots sound very different. You're worried about a few claps around here. That's the kind of shit you gotta be worried about right there. You gotta be worried about that. Alright? Man. This is just
easy money.
It's too easy for me right now. Because everybody's too soft out there. And I can't take it anymore. Man. I don't even know where to go from there. I guess with that kind of energy, Triple M, how about you take us to the sports? Now it's my fucking time of year right now. I think I've just got a hair in my mouth, but excuse me. No Bruno. This is my time of year, okay? The NBA season has started, and I'm very excited about this. I love the NBA, I love the Chicago Bulls. Nothing good is gonna happen for me and my Bulls for at least another 10, 15 years. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say that. You're sorry to hear it. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. But we have already witnessed some wild shit, okay? Now, Rajon Rondo of the Los Angeles Lakers and Chris Paul, aka CP3, Jesus, of the Houston Rockets got into a little bit of some shit this weekend, and it looked like this. It looked in normal motion, without slow-mo, it just looked like Chris Paul put his finger in Rondo's face and Rondo started swinging on him. And I was saying, like, well, that's what you get, Chris Paul. You don't put your finger in my face neither, because I'll clap back. It's clapback season, you know? But no. They slowed this shit down, and it looks like Rondo intentionally spat in Chris Paul's face. And you know what? This shit blew up something chronic. So Rondo hit him with a little 2-piece feed, which, is not quite the same as a 3-piece feed I had to hit that Sudanese dude with, but hey, that's the episode callback. So if you're new, go back to the episode entitled 3-piece feed and you'll understand. But Rondo hit CP with a little 2-piece, and then I think CP got a little uppercut in there, but then Brandon Ingram, he's another LA Laker, comes in from the back, bang, over the top, coward punch. No one was hurt, but there's been a few suspensions handed out since. I think Rondo got maybe 4 games, CP3 got 2, or Brandon Ingram might have got 4, then Rondo got 3, then CP3 got 2, something like that. I don't know, it's all unsourced here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, but here's what I'm trying to say. 1, Rondo, you spit on me, and I'm taking your legs out from under you, motherfucker, and it's over for you. I don't give a fuck where you from, who you came with. Don't spit on me. That is some sucker shit. Alright? Now, if anybody ever spits on you, you gotta let them know that you ain't about that shit. Alright? Because if someone spits on you and you allow that shit, they're allowed to fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Use it as lube for all I care. Make sure people know that that shit's not okay. 2, Chris Paul, I've never fucked with you, okay? And I was happy that you got snuffed until I saw that you got spat on, because you should have probably gone harder. You should probably went in and got 20 games for that shit. You don't let someone spit on you and just get away with it like that. LeBron James coming in and hugging Chris Paul. I know that's your kid's godfather and shit, but when you're on the court, man, that's your enemy. I don't give a fuck anymore, man. Between those white lines, it is war. And you don't go hug Chris Paul and take him away. You go grab Rondo and take him away. Rondo's your fucking teammate. And I don't roll with that shit. LeBron's always doing some suspect shit that I don't fuck with. Always. Always. You're gonna build a school and shit and make me very proud of you, my man. And then you're gonna go and do some suspect shit the very next month, and I just don't know. Like, you're fucking my head up with your ups and downs, motherfucker. You are a roller coaster, and it is hard for me to even comprehend why you would grab him. I did comprehend it. I rationalized it myself with the Godfather shit, but I don't give a fuck about that. Not between the white lines. No one was in any real danger, and you should have, you have to ride for your teammates. That's why I fuck with Ingram for coming in over the top, even though I hate that shit, because that shit's dangerous as fuck. You understand? It's a balance. There's levels to this shit, like Meek Mill said. The Lakers are 0-3. They lost to San Antonio today, and this is the first time in LeBron's career he's started 0-3 in a season. Does that mean anything? No. Is that 82 games in a season? Yes. Are you going to lose a few games in a season? Yes. Can you still make playoffs with a star like this? Yes. Why do I know that that's a stat? Because ESPN has to make a big deal out of every fucking thing. No one cares about his unblemished career without going 0-3 to start a season. That doesn't matter. What matters is he has been to 8 or 9 straight finals. I don't even remember now. I think 8. He's won, 3 rings? Like, come on. Let's not worry about him going 0-3. They're still going to go to the Western Conference Finals next season. I don't even think they're going to do it this season. I think Houston, San Antonio, Golden State, I think it's all just a little bit tough right now in the West. The West is fucking loaded. It is going to be an exciting season to watch. The West is fucking loaded. Okay? Houston, you got Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, James Harden as the big 3. OKC, you got Russell Westbrook, Paul George, I don't know, Reggie Jack, no. Sam Adams, or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know what his name is. Okay? I'll tell you what though, that team is good. They're not going to win anything. Russell Westbrook is one of the best players of all time. Like, when it's all said and done, he's averaged a triple-double in 2 seasons of his career, which was previously only done once by one man. Okay? He's one of the best players of all time. Despite what you think about his team letting him get rigged. Let's not get into it. They're another good team. You got the Spurs, plug and play, loaded. Who else you got out west? I don't even know who the Clippers got, to be honest. Sacramento, them young boys, that's not the kind of loaded I'm talking about, but they nice. Who else we got? I don't even think I went over the Lakers yet. LeBron James, JaVale McGee, Lance Armstrong, Rajon Rondo, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma. I like them. I like that squad. They're going to be fun. They got Luke Walton, who was at Golden State, so that's where his mind is offensively. Let's fucking run. Let's shoot. Let's share the ball. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun out west. You go to the east, you got Boston, man. Kyrie. You got Gordon Hayward back. You got all those boys that, because of Kyrie's injury and Gordo with the good hair Hayward's injury, all that did was develop Jason Tatum. My man Brown, whatever his first name is. You got Al Horford still there. You got Terry Rozier. These kids, not Al Horford, but those three kids just developed. They went and got confidence. They went and took the Cleveland Cavaliers to 7 games last year. They wouldn't have had the chance to develop like that, to build their confidence, to do all that without those 2 injuries. But now you got those 2 dudes back, plus that development and confidence. Boston's a problem. Toronto's a problem. Okay? You've got Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry, what's his name, Van Vliet, getting that action. I fucks with Van Vliet. He's underrated. He goes under the radar a little bit. I fuck with Toronto. They're heavy. Those are pretty much the 2 teams in the East that we're going to see play any type of basketball. I'm sorry to say that because I am a Bulls fan. We saw Orlando come out strong last season and turn to absolute garbage at the end of the season. I don't know what they've done so far to start off this season, but I do like the pieces they have. I just don't know what's going on down there. New York Knicks, I like some of their pieces. I just don't know what's going on down there, but they do have what's his name, the head coach used to be at Memphis. Fizdale, Coach Fizdale. Check that for data, you know? I mean, I love the NBA. I can't wait to get Steve back on the show for another critical episode when some wild shit goes down. Did I want to get him on today? Yes. Did I text him? No. Was I busy at work? No, not really. But I knew that I had to get this done as soon as I got home because I got more shit to do after this, you understand? Anyway, that's the NBA update. You know what? I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna keep this shit short and sweet today, with a little bit of heat and no meat. You know, because no Bruno around here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, but we respect it. But we just ain't it. But it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. Now, was there anything else, Triple M? Clay's Reviews. Make sure you hit me with that Clay's Reviews theme song there.
Comedy, action, or horror? Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes? This segment is Clay's Reviews.
Now, okay, last night we watched, and forgive me, I missed out on a few days of Shocktober due to Corey being here. What am I going to do? Tell him, I'm sorry, I'm not able to do that, I've got to watch a movie? No, motherfucker, I'm going to go out, get that action. But last night we watched The Purge Election Year, which is the 3rd in the series. I believe there's a 4th now that I still haven't seen. It was what it was, man. The Purge, interesting / creepy concept. It was a bit more of a wrap up. It was cool. It had one of the guys from the first one, a couple from the second one, and their stories kind of intertwined a bit. I liked that. I like clever writing, although it doesn't take a genius to do that shit. But have I done it? No. So props. I don't know why I'm rushing today. I feel like I'm talking really fast, but yeah, I'm not sure why I'm doing that, to be honest. I do have more stuff to do, but I'm not running late or anything. Anyway, yeah, so it was what it was. Like, there's some creeps out there that really want to purge and shit. There was a couple of things. There was one guy in it that I picked from the start. I was like, he's dead by the end of this movie, and I was correct. So, I mean, you know, there's a bit of foreshadowing and shit going on, but sometimes you got to do that, especially for the layman. Yeah, I mean, there was something else in it that I just wasn't too sure of. It's the same shit. Like, there's creeps killing people and dancing around and singing songs and shit that wouldn't really happen if the purge was a thing. But if the purge was a thing, it would be hot in these streets and I'd be hiding the fuck somewhere. Like, no. Nope. That shit, I couldn't survive that. as soon as the like the warning goes up, they have the like emergency broadcast system that's like the purge is starting in 10 seconds, blah blah blah. May God have mercy on your soul, or whatever that shit says. I would just start crying, man. I'm not even playing. All you tough guys can pretend like, oh, no one can fucking touch me in the purge. Hey, get your dick beaters out of your pants and welcome back to the real world, because your bitch ass ain't shit. When there's people out here that know what they're doing, that actually like really know what they're doing, like people that can hunt, soldiers, cops, all this shit, don't tell me that you're gonna be fine, motherfucker. You're fucked, just like me. So sit in your fucking house watching your emergency broadcast system and keep crying, alright? Anyway, 6 out of 10. It wasn't anything special, but I do recommend it. I'd watch it again. Put it that way. I'd watch it again, but it's not winning any fucking awards. Not from me anyway. That's it from me. Welcome to the poddy. Episode 89. Spitgate. That's what we're going to call this episode, because it was some sneaky shit by Rondo, and Rondo, you got away with that. You got away with that pretty light. The mere fact that you walked away after spitting on somebody, it means that you got away with that pretty light. But, yeah. Welcome to the party. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure that you send in the poor posture of the week. Listen to this fuck shit. Money Making Mitch is gesturing to me that we forgot it today, and yes, we did. But like I said, I do have some more shit to do. I've got about 10 minutes before I have to leave the house. So if I can get this shit to Money Making Mitch so I can edit it and have this shit to you by the morning, that'd be great, because then happy hump day for you, Send them poor posture of the week. Listen to this fuck shit too. Welcome to the poddy at gmail.com. Follow us. Welcome to the poddy on Instagram. Welcome poddy on Twitter. Welcome to the poddy on Facebook. Welcome to thepoddy.com for everything. You'll see everything on welcome to thepoddy.com. We're there. We're live. Videos, all that shit. YouTube, Vimeo. You'll see us, man. We're everywhere. We are taking over, okay? We got more guests. I got a text message from someone who wants to be on the show yesterday. We are out here. So tell a friend, man. And now that I'm done plugging, bang, bang.
Baby, welcome to. Baby, welcome to.